Welcome back to Indie Rockers Ball, your source for all things indie and local music.
Kicking off the brand new season tonight, we'll finally be seeing the return of our favorite segment, Check This Out, where you can see live performances from local artists that you won't find anywhere else.
Up next, we've got some IUP music news. Stay tuned. Here on IRB, we want to keep you updated on any and all music-related news happening in and around Indiana. Happening this Thursday, September 30th, is IUP's homecoming concert, this year featuring a performance from Lil Yachty with special guest Social House. Tickets are on sale at the First Commonwealth Bank box office at the KCAC starting September 1st. Public price for tickets is $42, and student price is $22 if you show your iCard at purchase. This Saturday, October 2nd, is the IUP Homecoming Parade, and our very own student-run radio station, WIUP-FM, will be participating. They'll be doing a remote broadcast live from outside the Jimmy Stewart Museum, which will be played from the parade vehicle as they make their way along the route. You'll spot them handing out free stickers and pins, repping the station to parade goers along the way. The parade will begin at 10 a.m. on Philadelphia Street. You can also tune into their remote broadcast locally on the radio on 90.1 or online on their website at wiupfm.org. This Sunday, October 3rd, is the IUP Wind Ensemble Homecoming Concert. The program will represent the music of Gustav Holst, Leonard Bernstein, June Nagao, and Chang Si-ko. The performance will be held in the Fisher Auditorium from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Also happening this Sunday, October 3rd, local band Wasted Space will be opening for Catbite at the Mr. Roboto Project in Pittsburgh. The show starts at 7 p.m. and tickets are still on sale for $10. Make sure to be on the lookout for Wasted Space performing very soon on an upcoming episode of the show. That's it from me. Next up is Music Lesson with Jet.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Music Lessons. This week I'm going to be teaching you Barely Breathing by Duncan Sheik. So to start off, the song is going to be in standard tuning, and it's just going to be a series of simple chords. So the intro and the verse are all going to be similar. So it's going to be an E minor add 9, so it's going to be E minor with your bottom two strings, the B and the E covered by your ring and your pinky. So it's going to be like this. It's going to go the E add 9, E minor add 9, so it's going to go like that. Then you're going to go to an A, but you're not going to, instead of barring, you're not going to play the G string on the second fret. So you're going to hold the other two. So you're going to put your middle finger on the second of the D and your ring finger on the second of the B. So it's going to be open like that. So it's going to go. And that's why it gives it a different sound. Then it's going to be a C add 9, except you're not going to play with your pinky on the low E. So it's going to be this instead. This is going to be. You hold that same C add 9 position, slide it up to where your middle finger is on the 5th fret of the A. So it's going to be the same thing. So it's going to be. So I'll run through that real quick. That's just going to be E minor add 9, the A without the middle, and then it's going to be C add 9 and then up. So it's going to be. So it's going to be like that. It's going to be the same thing throughout the chorus, or I'm sorry, through the verse, up until you get to the chorus. So when you get there, at the very end of the verse, you're still going to play this, where it's going to be the C add 9 moved up, so it's going to be, and then you're going to go to F, a regular F, right before you get into the chorus, so it's going to be. That's when he's doing the will it ever change, and it goes back down. So to get into the chorus, it's going to be the C add 9 again, so it's going to be, and then G. So then regular A minor, and then regular F. And it does that both times in the chorus. So that's going to be, so going off from the end of the verse into the chorus, it's going to be this. So it's going to be. So it's going to be like that. And then The only difference you do on the bridge is it's gonna go from a D where you don't play the bottom string. So it's gonna be, and it's gonna go back to the C add 9 again. Back to the D. And then I believe it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna go back to the F. So it's gonna go open D with the no bottom, and it's gonna be C add 9, back to D, and then back to F. And that's played in the same exact pattern as the rest. So we'll run through that real quick. Here's what it is, essentially.
Performing tonight on Check This Out are Andrew Jacobs and our very own Liam Noble. Check it out.
My name is Liam Noble.
My name is Andrew Jacobs.
And we'll be performing 3 songs for you. All of them are covers, and this first one is Patience by Guns N' Roses. Na 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 na. Shed a tear 'cause I'm missing you. I'm still alright to smile. Girl, I think about you every day now. Was a time when I wasn't sure, but you took my mind at ease. There is no doubt you're in my heart now. Said, woman, take it slow and work yourself out fine. All we need is just a little patience. Said, sugar, take the time, 'cause the lights are shining bright. All we need is just a little patience. I sit here on the stairs 'cause I'd rather be alone. If I can't have you right now, I'll wait, dear. Sometimes I get so tense, but I can't speed up the time. But you know, love, there's one more thing to consider. Said, woman, take it slow, things will be just fine. You and I just use a little patience. Said, sugar, make the time, 'cause the lights are shining bright. You and I've got what it takes to make it, and we won't fake it. Oh, I'll never break it, 'cause I can't take it. Kick it, Ange. I've been walking the streets tonight, just trying to make it right. It's hard to see with so many around. You know I don't like being stuck in the crowd, and the streets don't change, but a baby the name. I ain't got time for the game, 'cause I need you. Yeah, yeah, girl, I need you. Oh, I need you. Oh, I need you. Oh, this time. All right. This next song is Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. Inside the eye of your mind, don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen slowly fade away. So I'll start a revolution from my bed, 'cause all the things you said went to my head. Step outside, summertime's in blue. Stand up beside the fireplace, take that look right off your face, 'cause you ain't never gonna burn my heart out. It's night or day, but don't you put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band, but throw it all away. So I'll start a revolution from my bed, 'cause all the things you said went to my head. Step outside, the summertime's in bloom. Stand up beside the fireplace, take that look right off your face, 'cause you ain't never gonna burn my heart out. And so Sally can wait, she knows it's too late as she's walking on by. Her soul slides away, but don't look back in anger, I heard you say. And so Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. Her soul slides away. But don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger. I heard you say. As you walked away. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? And did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? And did you exchange a walk on board in the war for a lead role in a cage? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old crowd. What have we found? The same old fears. I wish you were here.
Hey Rockers, I'm Dante, and I'm here with Andrew and Liam, and I'm going to ask them some questions about the songs they just played. Andrew, Liam, how are you guys doing today?
Can't complain, doing pretty well.
Doing well.
Good to hear. All right, my first question for you is, how long have each of you been playing music together?
Well, I actually started singing when I was a little younger, but I was about like elementary school, middle school when I actually started singing. But I met him my sophomore year of high school, and he actually started picking up the guitar a little bit after that, and we've been singing together, jamming out ever since. But how long have you been playing guitar, man? I mean, it's been like years now.
Yeah, I mean, that's when I started. So I guess like 6 or 7 years now. Yeah.
But like we've always been like, jamming out. Like I have a piano. I actually played piano for a little bit. So me and him would just hang out at, my dad's house, my mom's house, because they both have pianos, and we would just, jam out. He would play the guitar, I'd play the piano and sing, and, the rest is history.
Andrew, what made you get into playing guitar specifically, rather than any other instrument? And do you plan to pick up any other instruments in the future?
That's a good question. Well, there's certainly a few things that got me into playing it. And it's kind of funny, I saw this interview with Post Malone, and he was asked the same question. And me and him kind of had a similar answer. Like he was very into like the Guitar Hero. It's like, oh, this is cool. Like, what if I could do the real thing? So that's part of it. Another big part of it definitely is, watching like concerts, YouTube videos, just watching my favorite bands play. Like I'm heavily influenced by Metallica. I'm sure like everybody knows them, whether they like them or hate them. But the lead singer, James Hetfield, I mean, that guy is a machine on it. And just watching him play, watching him do his thing, I was like, I want to do that. But yeah, other instruments, I mean, I've seen this one video of Dave Grohl. He was, there's this video called Play, and he like goes through the room, plays like maybe 50 instruments, just kind of messing around with them. And I would like to just play as much as I can. I mean, unfortunately, music is a very expensive hobby. So, we can't always, get what we want there. But, probably a few on my mind would be like the bass. I always wanted to learn how to play the drums, but I have no rhythm in, my hands like that. So yeah, probably drums, bass, maybe, I don't know, something crazy like a mandolin or something, but just as many as I can. So yeah.
Hey, maybe one day you'll be back on the show doing some other instruments for us. That'd be cool to see.
That would be interesting.
We playing like the scimitar, like it's like bing bing.
Yeah, like that
stuff,
one Incubus album. Yeah.
All right, now moving over to you, Liam.
Okay.
So what made you decide to start singing?
Well, I mean, like I just always enjoyed doing it. As long as I can remember, I really enjoyed singing songs I enjoyed. In elementary school, like there was like a singing club, like for like little like fifth graders or whatever. So I decided to sing in that as well. And ever since then, I've done the choir in middle school. I did all the theaters and such, theater shows and all that. And I just fell in love with it. I've been singing for as long as I can remember. It's a funny story actually. My grandma would always tell me a story that I would actually hum like she would walk me like when I was a little baby or whatever, like in a stroller. And she told me that I would hum the songs that she would be singing before I could even talk. So literally, as long as I can remember, I've been singing.
Wow. One may say that you were a musical prodigy.
I guess
while
so.
you were a young child, Liam.
Guess so.
All right, so what's each of your greatest memories when it comes to performing music?
Oh, wow.
I got that one first.
I would honestly say I've been through a lot of performances and such, but I think one of my favorite performances I've done was this one. This is the first time I actually got to be with my good friend and actually perform with him in somewhere that we could actually show off our skills instead of just jamming out in a basement. Yeah. But I honestly think this has probably been the best performance I've ever done.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, other than this one was pretty unique. With like the cameras and everything, I'm not quite used to that. But as far as performing goes, like I had this one show in kind of like a small bar around my hometown, out in like eastern PA, a town called Vermont. Woohoo!
Represent.
Yeah, it was like this little bar, performed like a few songs, same kind of deal. We did what did we do? We did Welcome to the Black Parade. We did like a Rush song, and we did some Queen, and that was pretty cool. I did that like a few years ago. That was like my first, well, not my first, my first like, sorry, I'm like tripping. My first performance like in front of like a crowd, cause like, I'm thinking about the one time in like high school when it's like, oh, okay, now play for the class, type thing. But that was definitely unique, performing in front of the crowd in the bar, cause that was like my first taste of like what it was like to actually perform. And, I was scared. I was like, I wasn't even looking at anybody during the time. I was like just focusing on not messing up. But yeah, definitely those couple, I would say.
All right, very cool. And finally, our last question. Now, I know you guys played 3 covers for us today, but I was wondering, do you guys think you're ever going to collaborate and make an original song at any time in the future?
I would love to. I've actually written music of my own. It's not great. It's very scratch stuff and very rough draft kind of things.
That's how it starts.
But yeah, I definitely would love to write music one day and actually perform it. I know we did a lot of covers today, but eventually I really want to start doing that because I'm a very big fan of poetry and writing songs as well as writing notes along with them. My music theory is a little bit rusty, but I am very into poetry. So I like writing the lyrics first and then adding music to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I always talk to people and they're like, oh, it's so easy to make a hit song, and then, I look at them and immediately say, well, why don't you do it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the tricky thing. I mean, it's fun to write, certainly, but people got to understand it's trickier than they think it is.
It really is.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time and effort, and, writing little poetry stuff is how it starts. But eventually I really want to write music with this guy and actually, try to do something with it because I think, we have something good going on. I want to kind of continue it.
Be a fun pastime.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
Well, it'll definitely be cool to see you guys make it big someday. And that's all we have for now. I just want to thank you guys for joining us here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
IRB.
Appreciate it.
And we will see you next week, Rockers.
Well, that's all the time we've got for tonight.
Thanks so much for tuning in. You can catch us again next week with more news, reviews, and performances from local musicians.
In the meantime, you can follow us on our social media, which should be all linked below if you're watching on YouTube.
See you.
And this next one is Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen slowly fade away. So I'll start a revolution from my bed, 'cause all the things you said went to my head. Step outside, the summertime's in bloom. Stand up beside. Oh, my phone went off. Sorry. Can we redo that? Alright, keep going. My phone went off. Yeah, you're good, bro. Yeah, my phone went off. Sorry. I'm gonna turn it off. I put on Do Not Disturb.
I'm a little disturbed.
I bet you $50 was Ian.
Of all people.